This sports broadcast made possible by support from the following: Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland for your year-round comfort needs, heating or air conditioning, featuring repair, installation, and around-the-clock emergency service. Call 847-622-7483 or visit customheating.com. The Windy City Bulls. For tickets and game information for the official NBA D-League affiliate of the Chicago Bulls, visit windycitybulls.com. For 115 years, Colonial Cafe has been serving up breakfast, lunch, dinner, and legendary ice cream to the Fox Valley community. Colonial Cafe is the premier location for after games, plays, concerts, and more. Colonial Cafe is your community cafe. ColonialIceCream.com. Paradigm Performance, helping athletes achieve higher levels of performance with outstanding care and rehabilitation. TrainToPerform.us.
Well, welcome back. Game 35 of this 40-game tournament happening here. Consolation Game A for third place happening between Rockford, Jefferson, and Barrington. Barrington got here by beating Crystal Lake South in the first round and then beating Johnsburg. And then they got defeated by Zion Benton on Friday. Yesterday, they lost to Barrington in a 78-71 game. High scoring for this kind of a tournament. Rockford started off this tournament with a loss to Grant, but then turned around and came back and beat Cary Grove and beat Streamwood, and then yesterday got beat by Boyland. So here we go. Getting ready, game 35 of this tournament. Rockford in this tournament, been here the last couple of years, played very well, and here we go. And the tip is won by Rockford. Rockford taking it around to the corner. Garrett has the ball, tossing it around. Powell goes in underneath and makes a bucket. Little contact there. Barrington inbound it. Spain takes it across the timeline, then dumps it off to Parsons. Book for three, and he counts it. Trying to go underneath, and it's taken away by Book, and he goes up for the layup. Not going to happen. Scrum underneath the board, and now Wesley Troy takes it out, dumps it off to Dixon, who can't make a pot. Long court wide pass. Nice little feed underneath. Not going to drop. Guys are playing a little sloppy. They need to slow it down a little bit as Garrett takes it up. Stops at the top. Dumps it off to Powell. Powell around the corner to Jones. Jones tries to cut across the middle. Gets rejected. But the rebound and ball's picked up. Back over to Troy Wesley, who tries a little bit off the glass. Not going to happen. Barrington tries to throw a long pass to go to Costwine, and he gets it knocked out of bounds. Foul on 33, Garrett, his first foul. Barrington inbounds it. Barrington tries to dump it in underneath. Nothing happening. Gets kicked back out. Book for three. Not going to happen. Rebound pulled in by Parsons, who dumps it off to Costwine, and he can't get a handle on it, and it goes underneath. And we got a foul on Barrington as Dixon tried to lay it up. Falls on Spain. Dixon will be shooting here. First shot is good. Drops it in. Next shot, he drops that one too. Barrington tried it as they put pressure on him. Stolen away. Back out. Tries to take it. Drives the lane. Goes in with a reverse layup. It's not going to happen. Back out to Dixon. Dixon cross to the top of the key to Troy. Troy back out to Jones. Stolen away by Barrington. They'll lay it up as Book goes with the steal and the layup there. Garrett comes up court with it. He drives the middle, tries to put one up, not going to go anywhere. Barrington pulling it down. Another long pass. Barrington's been throwing these long passes down as Book tries to dribble it, dumps it out to Costwine. Costwine tries to go underneath, but we have a 3-second violation on Barrington. Dixon will be bringing it in. So far, Barrington's trying to make this a fast-paced game. They're moving the ball, throwing deep passes. Looks like we have a little water or something on the ball. They're wiping that down. Game number 35, like I said, out of 40. We've got 5 more coming down to that big championship game tonight. As we inbound the ball here, Dixon taking it across the timeline. He stops, he tries a 3, misses that one. As Barrington takes it, tries to go up court, we got a push out of bounds on number 13 of Rockford, which is Wesley Troy. Got a substitution coming in here. Newbie coming in as Troy has taken a seat. Barrington will bring it in again. Spain brings it across the line, looking to try to dump it off. Tries to go underneath, and we have a travel. A travel is called on Barrington. As Rockford brings it across the line now, looking to try to set something up. Taking it, swings it over to the left. As Garrett goes up, and he gets a little contact there. Basket is good, and he'll go to the line. Garrett setting up. And that one drops. A nice three-point play for him here as Barrington, again, starts to move. As Rockford starts putting pressure on him. Won't let him get across that line. They finally do. Goes underneath to Spain. Spain can't get anywhere with it. And it tosses it. Another running play here by Rockford this time. They try to go underneath. But Newbie gets hit as he tries to go with the layup. And that would be a foul on Parsons, his second. Newbie to put his first shot up. And he hits that one. 5-5 here. We've got some substitutions coming in. We have not on the scorecard yet. We'll figure out who that is. Miles Lester's in. And Elprin, Justin Elprin for, and Reinhardt for Barrington. As Spain tries to take it up. Again, Rockford putting on some heavy pressure at the line. Underneath to Reinhardt, who tries to get up, nothing happening. As Rockford starts to bring it across again. Some heavy pressure going on as Garrett tries to go and do this himself, go straight to the hoop and gets nothing and tosses it out of bounds. Reinhardt to inbounds it. Lester takes it back over to Koswine. Shot is up, not going to happen, and we got a little contact on the wrist. Of Koswine, I believe it's pronounced. Blake Koswine. Guard, 6-foot guard. Senior year for him. Barrington's going to inbound it. Spain will be inbounding it. Spain to Lester. Lester, nice bounce pass over to Book. Book back to Lester. Lester taking a look from three. Tosses it back out to Book. Spain taking a look. Goes clear cross court to Lester. Lester has to dribble underneath. Not getting anything. Dribbles it. Tries to throw a pass, but it gets knocked. Hits the baseline. And it goes to Rockford. Jones, Rockford Jefferson player, comes into play. He'll take the ball up court. Garrett tries to go underneath with it. And we got some kind of contact, I believe, on Lester. His first, the team's fourth, as Barrington is bringing in actually, Koswine will take a seat now as the ball comes in inbound. Garrett tries to go and power himself through the underneath. Nothing happened. As Alperin takes it up. Tosses it around to Reinhardt. Reinhardt throwing it back to Alperin. And it goes off a Rockford player, as Barrington will inbound it. Justin Alperin dumps it underneath. Tries to give it to Reinhardt, who tries to go up, and we have some contact there. Low scoring first half, or first quarter, I should say. Barrington 5, Rockford Jefferson 7. We got some more substitutes coming in. I'll give you those guys in just a second. Dixon, Quinlan Dixon back in for Jefferson. Lester takes it, dumps it back out to Spain. Reinhardt tossing it over to Alperin. Alperin again, clear cross court to Spain. Spain starts to dribble, drops it back off to Alperin. Alperin driving towards the hoop, dumps it around the corner. Back out to Book, where Lester will take it again. Back to Book. Book stops, gives it to Alperin. Clear again, across to Lester. Lester takes a jumper and hits that one. We are all tied up. Rockford with a nice pass underneath to Jones, but he can't make it drop. As Alperin takes it again, tossing it over to Spain. Spain back to Alperin. Alperin going towards the middle to Reinhardt. Reinhardt dumping it off to Lester. Lester underneath to Book, who tries to put it up, gets his own rebound, pushes it out to Spain, who tries to go underneath with it, and not going to happen. As Dixon tries to force his way through the lane, not going to happen. Sam Jones coming into the game, and Mike Powell back into the game. West, and also for a hack on the arm, as it looks like the call is. With 50.9 seconds in the first quarter. Wesley Troy, his first shot is good. Lining up his second shot. Off the front of the rim. Rockford takes the rebound, drops it back off as Jones will take it again. I'm sorry, that's Dixon. Dixon dumping it off to Troy, who takes a shot that goes off the rim. Here comes Barrington. As Book dumps off to Reinhardt, who tries to go up for that easy little off the backboard shot, but he gets hacked on the way up. As Barrington will go to the line. Mike Powell. I'm sorry, Jake Reinhardt. Lester is coming out. Perkins is back in for Barrington as Reinhardt attempts his second shot. And that's nothing but the bottom of the net. Garrett to inbounds it. Dixon will take it up, taking his time with 26 seconds left to go in the first quarter. He moves to his left. Dumps it off to Troy. Back to Dixon. Dixon at the top of the key, and he stops as we get a little bit of a collision there. Foul on Powell is third, as Barrington will inbounds it. Costwine to inbounds it. Costwine to Book. He'll take it all the way in. Underneath. Goes for the layup and gets it as the quarter comes to an end. All right. First quarter comes to an end. Barrington 9-8. And here's a little commercial from our sponsor.
High Flying Hoops is only part of the Windy City Bulls experience during the team's inaugural season as the official NBA Development League affiliate of the Chicago Bulls. Check out the promotions and events schedule for this season at windycitybulls.com and bring the kids for the up-close action at the Sears Center in Hoffman Estates. World-class interactive entertainment that the Bulls are known for will make all 24 home games a place to be. Buy your tickets for every home game at windycitybulls.com.
All right, welcome back. Nice little sponsor there, the Windy City Bulls. Also, we've got start of the second quarter here happening. Barrington up 11-8. Nice little run at the end there with that underneath. Book took it from left, or from right to left, drove underneath, and they had that nice little layup as they're starting here. A fresh 8 on the clock. And the boys from Barrington will take the court first and will inbounds clear across from us. Hope you all had a great holiday, and back to reality as Spain takes it in, crosses over the line, dumps it off to Alpin. Back to Spain. Spain underneath to Book. Book back to Spain. Spain tries to throw it to Jason Book, loses control of it, and it goes out of bounds as Rockford Jefferson will inbounds it as Dixon takes it up. Flies, goes up to the, stops at the top of the key, then dumps it off to Wesley Troy, who drops one from about 12 feet out. Double teaming him on the inbounds here as they're putting pressure on him. As Barrington brings it up, as there's a little push, as Justin Alprin tries to bring that ball in. Wesley Troy on the foul, his second. Alprin, his second shot is off the back of the rim. Picked up by Jones as he'll take it up. Tries to bring it into himself, then pulls it back up. Dumps it over to Dixon. Dixon goes underneath. And he gets stopped by a little push. Let's see who they're calling that on. Looks like they're gonna call that on Parsons, I'm sorry. Spain to bring it up again as they're really putting the pressure on him. Tries to pass it, stolen away by Troy, who steals and lays it right up. As Spain now takes it again. Rockford is really putting the backcourt pressure on him. Alprin tries to throw it away, but again stolen by Jones, who tries to layup. It's not going to happen as Alprin takes the ball again. Dumps it to Spain, and Spain tries to go for the layup. Nothing happened. He gets a little aggression going through the lane and goes out of bounds. As we've got a tip by a Rockford Jefferson player. Alprin to inbounds it. Tossing it way out to Ghostman. Ghostman over to Book for three, and it's good. As we get our first timeout here. Yep. All right. I believe we're going to show you this replay here of the three-pointer by Book, who hit nothing but the bottom of the net. This timeout is brought to you by Colonial Cafe. For 115 years, Colonial Cafe has been serving up breakfast, lunch, dinner, and legendary ice cream to the Fox Valley community. Colonial Cafe is your premier location for after games, plays, concerts, and more. Colonial Cafe is your community cafe. Go to colonialicecream.com for more information. As we get started after that timeout, as Rockford brings it up with Dixon crossing over the line, he dumps it off to Jones. Jones over to Garrett, who tries to spin around, and we get a charge. Garrett's third. It's Coswine. As Garrett will now take a seat on his third foul. Alprin brings it in, goes in deep, dumps it off underneath to Perkins, who puts it up and in. Wesley Troy takes it, he tries to dump it off. To a number 44, which we don't have him on the score sheet here. So we'll have to find out exactly who that is. As Barrington brings it up. Underneath, but we had a whistle as Jason Book was wide open underneath. As Rockford Jefferson to inbounds it. Quillen Dixon brings it in, tosses it over to Jones. Jones looking it over. Throws it over to Troy Wesley. Off to Wesley. Troy, who follows up his own rebound and gets a point there. Spain takes it across the line, stops, takes a look, tries to spin left, runs into trouble, gets it stolen away. As Jones tries to lay it up underneath, gets into some traffic, and we have a foul. Quick shout out to Ben Erickson out there somewhere in Chicagoland right now. He'll be joining us later on this evening. As Rockford's taking a shot, free throw shot by Dixon. Looks like their first one was made. He's setting up to do number 2 here. As Barrington is shuffling some men underneath. Dixon for number 2, and again, nothing but the bottom of the net. Rockford is definitely with this full court press, and now we've got a traveling foul on Barrington. As Rockford again will take over, as Jeremiah Jones is to inbounds the ball. He's inbounding it, looking, throws it all the way deep to Dixon. Dixon back to Trevon Jones. Back to Dixon. Jones at the top. And we get nothing but air on that shot. But I guess it was touched by a Bronco of Barrington as Rockford brings it in again. Tries to go quick, simple underneath, but it gets taken away by Barrington. That's Spain again taking up to Elprin. Elprin dumps it to the far right. Clear cross pass that goes way over everybody's head, even the bench. As the adrenaline is flowing here. As Barrington is holding on to a 20-16 lead. 4 minutes already have passed into this the second quarter, the first half of game number 35. As we get another timeout here. Again, Colonial Cafe, 115 years, has been serving up breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the legendary ice cream to the Fox Valley community. Colonial Cafe is the premier location for your after games, plays, concerts, and more. Colonial Cafe is your community cafe. ColonialIceCream.com for more information. And they've got a Colonial Cafe right behind the parking lot here, which we might have to go visit after this game for some little ice cream for the old throat. As the boys make some kind of a plan. Newby will bring it up. Stops at the top of the circle, looks around. Tosses it over to Jones. Jones back to Newby. Jones again. Trying to set something up here as Wesley Troy takes it. Tries to go in deep, then comes back out. Dumps it off to Jones. Wesley Troy, clear cross to the other Jones. It hits off a foot and Barrington picks up the ball. Spain comes down again with a full head of steam, stops, pulls up, takes a look at what's out there, tries to organize, tries to throw a long pass underneath to Book, but we have a 3-second violation again. Newby brings it up. Jones now. Jones looking around. Back over to Newby. Newby to Jones. Dixon tries to go towards the basket, but kicks it back out. Newby throws it over to the right. As Jones tries to pass it and goes out of bounds. With 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in the first half, Barrington takes it again, crosses over the line. Spain taking it as the Rockford is putting on a lot of pressure on these Broncos. Spain from the far side tries to dump it in underneath. Book under the boards to Perkins, who will put that one in. Jones tosses it to the other Jones and puts it right in. Trevon Jones. Book clear across to Spain. Spain for three. Not going to happen as Jeremiah Jones will take it. Goes towards the lane. And it looks like we have a charge coming up on Jeremiah Jones. Gonna get the charge on that one. Perkins tries to put it in, but he gets hacked on the arm. As Barrington will go to the line. I'm sorry, that was Jake Reinhardt. Reinhardt's first one is good. That's his third point of the game. He'll be setting up to shoot again. Next one, nothing but the bottom of the net. That's 4 for him. As Dixon takes it, weaves through some Barrington traffic, puts it up, in and out. Pulled down by Book, and Book to Spain as Spain crosses the line with it. Trying to set something up, tosses it back over to Coswine. Over to Book, who drains another 3. That's his 8th point of the game. As Rhodes will take it this time. Rhodes dumps it off to Jones. Jones back up at the top to Newby. Newby watching that clock run down with 17 seconds left. Over to Dixon, who's looking at the clock, trying to set something up here. A 3 from Newby, not going to happen. Barrington brings it all the way up. Spain pulls up and tries to hit it for the buzzer, but not going to happen as we go into the locker room at halftime. Barrington with a 27-21 lead right now. We'll take a break and let y'all enjoy a little commercial from our sponsors. All right, welcome back to second half action here of the Rockford, Jefferson, and Barrington game 35 consolation game, consolation bracket A, as Barrington is on the floor ready to go as we're waiting on Rockford, Jefferson to show up. And here they come sneaking in to start the second half of this contest. It's clear that Jason Book is our leading scorer with 11, and then for Jefferson, it's Wesley Troy with 7. As Rockford to inbounds the ball with Garrett looking on the side to toss this thing in to Dixon to get this game all underway again. Hope you enjoy the first half as we're about to start second half action. Dixon taking a look, dumping it over to Garrett. Garrett back over to Dixon. Dixon for 3, in and out. Not gonna drop though. As we have a little contact on, looks like it was on, I believe it was Coastwine. Goswine, I believe it's pronounced. Blake, if I'm mispronouncing your name, I apologize. First shot of is good. Sets up for number 2 at the line and drains that one as Barrington will come out again with it. Spain getting double teamed again. Spain at the top, looks, almost decided to take that 3, decided not to. Tossing it over to Parsons. Parsons looking around, trying to set something up. Book for 3 again, and it hits it. As Rockford comes streaking down the court, tries to go for the layup, he loses the ball as Barrington will inbounds it now from underneath their net. Spain takes it, looks as Rockford is still pressing them. Book dumping it back over to Spain as he finally crosses over the line. Spain looking to try to set something up. Underneath, kicking it back out to Book. To Coastwine. Underneath, Spain tries to go underneath, puts it up and off the glass, and it's good. Jones streaking down the left side, lays it up, nothing. Pulled down by Parsons. Parsons gets it taken away by Jones, lays it up, and Jones gets it with a quick layup. Pass stolen away from Reinhardt, but it gets poked out of bounds by Mike Powell. Book again at the top. Over to Coastwine. A nice little 10-footer by Perkins to put Barrington up by 8. Dixon at the line, looking around, dumping it off to Wesley Troy, who takes a shot at the top of the circle, nothing happening. Spain tries to go through traffic, can't get through, dumps it down. Blake back over to Perkins, who lays it up and in. Trevon is going to inbounds it. As looks like we have something, a technical foul happened for some reason here. We get some information on that for you. As Dixon makes the first one. He'll be shooting the second one now. And that is up and good, nothing but net. Elprin is now back into this game. Wesley Troytow for Rockford to take the ball, goes across the line, dumps it off to Jones. Jones over to Dixon now. Dixon telling him to go underneath. Dixon tries to set something up, dumps it back to him, back to Jones. Trevon Jones taking a look. He goes to his right. Garrett tries to muscle it. We've got a few boo birds in the crowd here. That did look kind of questionable, but what am I to say? As Rockford has to inbounds it. We got a 5-second violation underneath the board, trying to inbounds it, as Barrington now will take over, as Parsons will inbounds it. And again, Rockford with the full court press. Book takes it across the line, tries to go in deep, pulls back out. As Elprin over to Spain tries to pass it down the side, but it gets knocked out by a Jefferson player, as Barrington now will inbounds it across court from us here. If you just joined us, Barrington is up 36-28 in this Consolation A game for third place of this tournament. Elprin taking a look, throwing it over to Spain. Spain back over to Elprin. Elprin over to Book. Spain taking it from the corner, puts it up off the rim, nothing. Perkins pulled down the rebound. Ball's on the ground, a loose ball. And it's going to go White's possession. Will take it. As it looks like we have another timeout here. And our timeout sponsor, Colonial Cafe. For 115 years, Colonial Cafe has been serving up breakfast, lunch, dinner, and legendary ice cream to the Fox Valley community. Colonial Cafe is the premier location for after-game plays, concerts, and more. Colonial Cafe is your community cafe. ColonialIceCream.com for more information. I'd like to throw a shout out to the Beacon Academy students that are doing a fabulous job broadcasting this game. The entire tournament is done and broadcast, shot by high school students from South Elgin High School under the leadership of Ben Erickson. As we're getting ready to start this game up again, Barrington 36, Rockford Jefferson 28. Barrington breaks their huddle. Rockford still putting on that full court press every time Barrington brings it in. Newble to bring it in. Over to Jones. Jones trying to set something up underneath. Looking for someone underneath. As we get a travel on Trevon Jones. Looks like these refs are calling these travels a lot tighter the second half. Jason Book standing on the side, ready to inbounds it. And again with the full court press. As Spain gets double teamed as they dump it back in. Throwing it underneath. Knocked out of bounds by Barrington, as Jefferson will take over again as Dixon will be inboundsing it. Jeremy Jones starts to dribble up court. Takes a look, tries to set something up. Over to Dixon. Over to Newble. Newble over to Garrett. Garrett steps back a little bit. Over to Jones, who tries to put one up. Not going to happen. Dumps it back out. Garrett tries to throw it to the corner. Newble dribbles underneath. Kind of goes with the reverse layup and count it. As Spain again takes it across the line for Barrington. Didn't make it across the line, just now gets it over the line. Over to Lester. Lester stops. Back to Spain. Spain tries to throw a court-wide pass, but it's picked off. And we've got some contact as there's a ball rolling around the court. We don't know what happened. A loose ball. It's going to Barrington. Team foul on Rockford Jefferson. Elpern to bring it in. Spain takes it now. Goes across the line. Spain looking to see something, kind of trying to make some kind of a play. Underneath to Parsons. Parsons back out to Lester, who takes a shot. It's not going to drop. As Dixon dribbles up, pulls up at the top of the key, puts a shot up, not going to happen. Spain moving up court as we get a foul on Jones. I'm sorry, Dixon. As Barrington again to inbounds it right in front of the scorer's table. Elpern to throw it in. He does to Book. Book just gives it right back to him as he comes in. Goes over the line. Goes right down the key. Tries to put it up himself. Nothing going to happen. As Garrett now takes it. Tries to bark out some signals. Tries to muscle his way down the lane and puts one up and in. Anthony Spain for Barrington across the line now. Looks like they're just taking their time, trying to set something up. He dribbles down the lane, loses the ball on the floor. Picked up by Rockford. It's still rolling around. No one seems to want to take possession. And Book takes it, puts a shot up in some traffic, and it goes out of bounds as Rockford will bring it in with 1:56 left in the third quarter. Barrington 36, Rockford Jefferson 32 as they've closed the gap a little bit. Jeremiah Jones dribbling, dumping it underneath to Garrett, who puts it up. Not going to happen, tries to get his own rebound. As Elpern brings it up again. Elpern dumping it to the right. Then underneath to Book. I'm sorry, to Perkins, who doesn't get a shot away, gets into some traffic. As Garrett tries to muscle his way, big man. Let's see if I got some information on him. He's a pretty big man, this Garrett. He's coming in 6'3" guard, and he is only a junior. Garrett again. Take it, muscle his way down the lane. Got the bucket and the foul. As he goes to the line now. As the foul was on Perkins. As Garrett lines up his shot. Off the rim, not going to happen. As Reinhardt takes it. Dumps it over to Elpern. Elpern trying to figure out, oh, is they double team him, trying to steal the ball away. Nothing doing. Perkins goes in, dumps it off to Reinhardt, who puts it in off the glass. Dixon. Dixon to Jones. Jones back to Dixon. Newble now tries to move in the middle. And we have some contact there. As we get a foul on Miles Lester. His 4th foul. Team 7th. Lester will be coming out now as Anthony Spain comes back in after a well-deserved but quick break. Garrett also sitting down for Rockford. And Newble's first shot is good. Lining up his second shot. That's not going to happen. Spain again with the ball, comes across the line. Dumping it over to Perkins. Perkins looking to see something. Back to Spain. Spain at the top of the arc. Tries to go down the center of the lane. And we have some kind of contact there. Looks like it's going to be on Dixon. His second team foul as Barrington inbounds it. Spain will take it. Dribbles underneath the board. Little contact. Went off of a knee of Anthony Spain, and Rockford will bring it in. 19.5 seconds left in quarter number 3. As we get started again here, Rockford going from our right to our left. Dixon looking around. Newble over to Jones. And a long 3 from Dixon, not going to drop. As we end quarter number 3 with the Barrington Broncos 38 and the Rockford Jefferson Jayhawks 35. All right, let's give you a short little break here. Windy City sponsor, our Windy City Bulls, has some information for you.
High Flying Hoops is only part of the Windy City Bulls experience during the team's inaugural season as the official NBA Development League affiliate of the Chicago Bulls. Check out the promotions and events scheduled for this season at windycitybulls.com and bring the kids for the up-close action at the Sears Center in Hoffman Estates. World-class interactive entertainment that the Bulls are known for will make all 24 home games a place to be. Buy your tickets for every home game at windycitybulls.com.
Windy City Bulls are a proud sponsor of this tournament's broadcast. For tickets and game information for the official NBA D-League affiliate of the Chicago Bulls, visit windycitybulls.com. Fresh 8 on the clock for our last quarter of regulation, that would be. Barrington had a 9-point lead at one point. As Rockford Jefferson inbounds it. As Newble takes it across the line. Back over to Jones. Newble again. Looking to try to set something up. Garrett, the 6'3" junior, stops at the top of the arc. Dumps it off to Newble. They're playing a perimeter game here. And a long 3 from Dixon, but not going to drop. As Parsons comes up again. Parsons dumps it underneath. Perkins tries to put it up. Ball's bouncing around that rim there. Kicked out. No one seems to want to take a handle on it. Newble takes it from underneath, dumps it. A quick pass to Wesley Troy. Makes the bucket, but we got a foul. That'd be Jackson. I'm sorry, Jake Parsons. Jake Parsons' 4th foul. First shot by Wesley Troy. Not going to happen. Off the front of the rim. Jake Parsons, who's going to take a seat right now as Miles Lester comes in. Comes back into the game. Lester's got 4-2. He's got to be careful himself. Number 2 drops in. As Barrington to inbounds the ball. Jason Book. Coming in for Jackson Perkins. Lester takes it, dribbles up court. Gets fouled from behind as he tries to bring it in over the line. As Barrington will inbounds it on the opposite side of us. Newell's 2nd foul. As Anthony Spain again takes the ball. Spain looks like he's the quarterback of this team. He dribbles down the lane, tries to go up with it, gets it stripped. As we have a double dribble on Dixon as he tries to take that ball down court. Again, right in front of that scorer's table, Barrington will be inbounding it. Jason Book to inbounds it. Spain looks over the court, tries to figure out which way he's going to go with this. Tries to go to his right, spin around, stops and drops. A jump shot is going to fall in. Anthony Spain with 9 for the night. Jeremiah Jones over to Wesley Troy for 3, in and out. Garrett tries to muscle over that rebound, but does not get it. Ball gets knocked out by. Oh, we got a foul on the arm of Garrett on Anthony Spain. His 2nd. Garrett at the line. His shot in and out, not going to happen. And we got a foul on number 13, Wesley Troy, reaching over the back on that rebound attempt. Off the shoe. As he tried to inbound it, so now Barrington looking to try to bring this in. As Spain will take it again as the full court pressure is still on. Spain in a light jog across the line. Taking a look over to Lester. Lester goes around to the opposite end. Looking to try set something up. He's at the top of the arc. He'll dump it over to Book. Book back to Spain. Spain telling everybody to move in. Move inside. As he does a spin move. Nothing. Getting in a little traffic. Loses the ball on the floor. Double. Oh, looks like there was a double dribble there that wasn't called. As Jeremy Jones gets the free layup there. Lester takes the ball. He tries to rush down over to Alpern. Back over to Spain. Spain again trying to survey the court, looking around. Stopping, tossing it over to Book. And we have a whistle. And I believe a timeout called by the Rockford Jefferson Jayhawks. Custom Heating and Cooling. This game is brought to you by our title sponsor, Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. For all your comfort needs, heating or air conditioning, give them a call at 847-622-7483, or you can find them online at customheating.com. Nice to see we got some great sponsors. Please, if you get a chance, check them out. Give them a call, look them up online. They are all doing a wonderful job for us here. Hopefully we are doing a wonderful job for them. Beacon Academy students are doing a wonderful job putting this game, all these games out on the internet for you. As we get to the 5-minute mark, 5-minute, 17-second mark of the fourth quarter, as this game is now tightened up a lot. Barrington with a 40-38 lead. As Mario Calero has joined us here in the booth. Mario Calero, welcome, a graduate of South Elgin High School and the Beacon Academy. Spain to take the ball again. Barrington want to definitely slow this pace down. Spain to Book. Book dribbles, goes out to the top of the key, then pulls back out. Elprin goes right down the middle, gets hit from behind as the ball pops out. As we have a foul on Newble on the arm. As Barrington will take the ball clear cross court from us. Welcome back, Mar. How was your lunch? Spain looking again to try to bring it in tight. He stops, goes clear cross to Elprin. Elprin goes underneath, back over to Book with a little about a 10-footer to drop in there. Jason Book, 16 on the night. Garrett, little spin, uses that big frame to try to muscle through, but not going to happen. Jason Book dribbling, dumps it off to Spain. Now the quick little passes. Lester taking it on the other end of the court. Bounce pass underneath. Little congestion underneath the board. Perkins tried to put it in. He got hacked up a little bit on the arm. He'll be shooting two. Mar, welcome back. How was your little break there?
Oh, lunch was great.
All right. Mario Calero just stopped in, a guest of the broadcast. As Jackson Parson drops the first one. Gave a shout out to Ben Erickson, waiting for him to come back and call the next game, hopefully.
I don't know if traffic will allow that.
That's what I heard. It should be light. Jackson's second shot is going to go down, as Barrington now opens up to a 44-38 lead. Newble bringing the ball up court. Crosses over the line. Trying to figure out what to do with that ball. Wesley, Troy tries to dump it out to Newble, who does a three-point shot, not going to go anywhere. As Garrett takes the ball and Dixon tries to muscle through, and he gets caught on a travel, I believe, or walking, or don't know what the foul is, but Barrington will take over. Underneath. Long pass underneath. Spain misses. The follow-up by Book. Not going to happen. Perkins dumps it over to Elprin. He can't hit it. Is there a lid on that basket or what?
Well, sometimes, especially with the younger guys, when you get a little aggressive in an open look, got to work on slowing your body down, especially the taller guys down low on a fast break.
Man, that was an easy 2 that they just wasted. Jake Parson inbounding the ball. Again, Rockford has done the full court press all day long. Underneath to Jackson Perkins for the easy off the glass bucket. Dixon plows his way through the middle of the lane, gets the bucket and the foul. Oh, I'm sorry, it didn't drop. It did not drop. He's going to shoot 2. All right, hey, let's show that fast break that
being able to control your body and finesse it is the important part. And that's what defines good teams. And
proven right there, like you said. On that other one, he missed it. And this one, he took his time and slowed it down and put it in.
Body control is something that can't be taught. It has to be learned, and that's where practice comes in.
Comes from experience, huh, Mar?
It does.
All right. As Barrington inbounds his ball. Alperin tries to bring it up, and he gets caught on the arm by Jeremy Jones. His second foul of the night, or the afternoon, I should say. All right. As Justin Alperin is at the line. First shot hits the bottom of the net, nothing there. Beautiful shot. Nothing but net. His second shot, lining it up. And again, nothing but net. Barrington takes that 8-point lead again. With 2:52 left, Rockford plowing their way down, and I say that as plowing because that's what they've been doing pretty much all game. Dixon has just been taking control, or Garrett, number 33, big boy, going just plowing through the lane and just putting something up. Usually drawing a foul too. As our leading scorer of the night, no, I'm sorry, I correct myself, our second leading scorer, Spain. His first shot is off the front of the rim.
You saw on that shot behind the free throw shooter a bunch of glass on the other side. Shooting into this side of the gym must be a little bit easier without so much glare in the higher contrast makes it easier to see the basket.
Yeah, you would think. As Newble takes it to Garrett. Garrett over to Jones, back to Newble. He dumps it off to Dixon for 3, not gonna drop. As the ball gets bounced around, it looked like a volleyball game going on down underneath that board there. So Mari, it looks like you're gonna call the next game, I hear, huh?
Oh, got a promotion all of a sudden.
Yes, you do. As Garrett is at the line. His first one is in. He used that all the room for that one.
Ben Erickson would call those toilet bowls.
It didn't swirl around. It went back and forth from the top and the bottom, or the top and the front of the back of the rim. As
old pop goes the weasel there.
We get some substitutions coming in for Rockford. Barrington tries to inbound it. Parsons. Back over to Alperin. Dumps it in underneath to Perkins, who will put in an easy bucket underneath.
Especially with that height we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Body control, especially at a young age. It's important, and that finesse underneath the basket just shows patience, shows control.
Yeah, and did you see he put his hand up in front of Garrett, and Garrett just threw an air ball up because of that whole controlling your body on the way up and tallness? Absolutely. Alpern driving down the middle of the lane, dumps it underneath to Jackson Perkins for another 2.
He's able to hang out in that paint, and his presence.
Trevon Jones for 3, and it's good as they call timeout.
We want to thank some of our sponsors. Go ahead and thank them, Tom.
Absolutely. Paradigm. Performance designed to provide outstanding care and rehabilitation for athletes to help them achieve higher level of performances. Traintoperform.com. Find more about them. We've got 1:24 left in this contest. Again, third place is riding on this contest. And like I said, Barrington got here by beating Crystal Lake South. Then they beat Johnsburg, and they had a loss to Zion Benton. And yesterday, in a high-scoring 78-74 contest against Bartlett, they were on the losing end of that one. Rockford Jefferson, they beat Grant, and then they beat Cary Grove. Streamwood, they beat Streamwood 43-40 yesterday, and then yesterday they lost to Boylan, Rockford Boylan. Team of Rockfords playing each other. 1:24 left in this contest. Here we go. Under the basket is Barrington to inbounds it. Parsons taking it himself across the line. Dumps it underneath. And the big man again, Perkins, missing it, getting his own rebound, kicking it back out to Spain. And we have another foul underneath the board, and Spain will be shooting. That would be Jones's third. Mario just informed me some sad news out of Hollywood. Actress Carrie Fisher has passed away. Princess Leia to all of us older people, and a few younger people now. Spain's shot, not going to drop. Newell dumping it off to Dixon. Dixon again out there, not going to happen. Jones takes it, tries to dribble in, pushes it back out. Garrett looks to go to 3, then dribbles and goes in, gets the bucket and the foul. Hope you're enjoying the Hinkle Holiday Classic. Jim Hinkle will be here later tonight.
With Jeff Myers.
With Jeff Myers calling our number one, our winner of the tournament game, I would guess you'll call that one, huh? They'll be calling that one.
The championship game.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word there. Thanks, Mar. All right, first one. Looked like a line drive, right?
Not for second place, for first place.
Correct. Well, the loser would get second place.
Yes.
That's true. That's true. We've got 50.6 seconds here.
54-48 is your score.
And all Barrington has to do is just take their time, go down, but it looks like they're trying to. Spain take the ball. He's looking, takes a few dribbles, stops, dumps it off to Book. Book gets double teamed. He drops it back over to Spain. And Spain gets grabbed with 26.6. All right, Spain's first foul shot is good, giving Barrington an even 55. All right, his second shot, again, nothing but net. As we have another timeout here. This timeout is brought to you by Colonial Cafe. For 115 years, Colonial Cafe has been serving up breakfast, lunch, dinner, and legendary ice cream to the Fox Valley community. Colonial Cafe is your premier locations for after the game, for plays, concerts, and more. Colonial Cafe is your community cafe. For more information, Mar, you might want to go to colonialicecream.com.
Can't wait to go down the street.
I was just going to hear, I heard you were there to get a portion of something. You didn't tell me what you had.
Oh, I didn't go today.
Oh, okay.
It's for lunch.
As Rockford Jefferson to inbounds this game. Start this game as Garrett dumps it back off to Jones. To Dixon. Dixon dribbles underneath. Garrett takes it again, muscles his way in again. And plows over 2 or 3 of the Barrington Broncos in the process. But he gets hacked on the way, so he'll be shooting. With 14-1 left. Off the front of the rim. Maybe another little biscuit for breakfast. Might have had that one. Again off the rim, nothing. But it was just taken away. A long three-pointer from Dixon, not going to happen. Is Barrington just going to let this clock run down? As that's it for game number 35, our consolation third place game. Barrington Broncos 56 and the Rockford Jefferson Jayhawks 48. Well, Mar, looks like we're in for some good games tonight with some legendary people here. So
should be a good one.
For the Beacon Academy, for Mario Calero, I'm Tom Bozigas. We are out of here, and enjoy the rest of your tournament.
This sports broadcast made possible by support from the following: Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, for your year-round comfort needs, heating or air conditioning, featuring repair, installation, and around-the-clock emergency service. Call 847-622-7483 or visit customheating.com. The Windy City Bulls. For tickets and game information for the official NBA D-League affiliate of the Chicago Bulls, visit windycitybulls.com. For 115 years, Colonial Cafe has been serving up breakfast, lunch, dinner, and legendary ice cream to the Fox Valley community. Colonial Cafe is the premier location for after games, plays, concerts, and more. Colonial Cafe is your community cafe. ColonialIceCream.com. Paradigm Performance, helping athletes achieve higher levels of performance with outstanding care and rehabilitation. Train to Perform.us.